for a little bit. It should be on YouTube now. All right. Peace to the family. Peace to the family. We here. Reality Speaks, where information plus black power breaks the chains. We here again, and they've got a very special guest with us here today. I've been wanting to put this on for a long time. I always talk to the brother and be like, look, man, I gotta get you on, to some of the things that we actually doing. And we actually been working on putting together some workshops and some different things for our community. Because at the end of the day, it's all about building our community to make our community a stronger place and build a stronger base in our community. So, that's what it is. So we have here with us today, family, and I'm gonna say legendary, legendary brother, business owner, in our community. And I want to start there because many of y'all and anybody here from Baltimore, anybody joining us here from the Baltimore area knows about Supreme Oasis. Anybody here remember the Supreme Oasis bar, carry out here in Baltimore? Man, let me tell you, I first heard about Supreme Oasis because I was working again. I was working at everyone's place, and they were going around, giving out flyers and stuff. Then, and say, hey, look, we'll come here and we'll deliver. So I started ordering. I know the baked fish sub that we would order from them, like pretty much almost. We started doing it like every single day that we would order from them, and the salmon cakes, the fish cakes, many things that I mean, and then they had the fish sub, the fish nuggets, potato salad. I mean, they, man, look, everyone knows about about Supremo Aces in Baltimore, and and many times people are like, man, I wish Supremo Aces was still open. I mean, people say that all the time. I told somebody I had the former owner of Supremo Aces coming in. He's like, man, you gotta talk to them about trying to get them bean pies out, man. And sometimes, even when I talk to you from time to time, I'm like, come on, bro, what you think about doing any pies, man? Just let me carry them exclusively in the shop. We can make it happen, you know what I'm saying? But joining us today is, like I said, good brother Ibn Collick, you know what I'm saying? And we have, and now what he's doing now is he's involved in the life insurance policy agency, and he's just basically helping our community to be able to understand what it is that we need, because oftentimes we are unprepared. We're not prepared for when a loved one transitions, and a lot of times what we've been doing in the community is leaving our people in a bad situation. So not only do you have to mourn, but you also have to figure out how to come up with the money and how am I going to put this person away. And you leave that person in a space where they're not able to take things further. They're not able to have some things, to be able to do some things with. So, welcome, brother. Welcome to the platform.
Well, thank you for that great introduction. I'm just honored and pleased to be in your midst, and I just don't even know how to be. Thank you so much for the great accolades, but I don't see myself as all that. Everybody else did, but I'm just a little humble brother, just trying to help somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, bro. But I mean, you made your mark, bro, with the Supremo. I'm just saying, I mean, anybody on here, they know what I'm talking about. You made your mark, bro. So I mean, I got you, but we gotta give accolade. You know what I'm saying? When people do great things, we gotta give them their flowers. So
yeah.
And I know that you're going on to continue to do great things. Another way we connected, I've been, cutting your son, your grandson hair. I mean, they my clients, man. And your son is very opinionated, brother.
Yes.
Always joining the conversation. Always got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
And will speak his mind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So yeah, definitely. So I love your son and your grandson, man. You know what I mean? The legacy continues.
Yeah. They are the fruit. The fruit don't fall too far from the tree. So
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. But yeah, man, glad to have you on here today.
well, thank you, brother Tabari, for allowing me and inviting me. I know you and I have been talking about this for a while, man, over a year.
Yeah,
Because I've been, doing this business for a few years now, and you and I've been trying to put things together, and we kept saying we got to get together, we got to get together.
yeah.
It took circumstances and time and things to produce itself to produce itself. So it's an honor to be on your show. I'm happy to be in your midst because you're doing some great work in the community, and you've always been doing great work in the community. You know what I'm saying? I mean, way back in the Supreme Races days, you was doing community. So, great accolades out to you also for being a nice, strong, positive black man in the community, doing positive things, for your show, for your barbershop, and for everything else you do. And I want to extend my gratitude out to you too for what you do.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. So yeah, we come here today to talk about what a lot of people don't like to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like people are like, oh man, they talk about that, what I'm saying, life insurance and things of that nature. But I mean, it's real talk. And for those people who talk about, like, man, I'm a protector, I'm the provider, protector, and all this of my family, I want my family to always be protected, even when I'm not physically here anymore. You know what I'm saying? That, we still can be able to live off of, the protection of our family for what they do now. That, what I mean, when they go back to the essence, that they can be able to benefit from that.
Exactly.
I'm able to do that. You know what I mean? I'm humbly grateful that, I'm able to live in the house that, my mother and father was able to buy. So I live there in that house, in this house here today. I can reminisce about my mom and dad every day. It's a piece of me every morning I wake up. Like, what I mean, something they did, they left something here for me, that
Right.
I can use here. And when I moved back in here, almost like 4 years ago, I still use some of the stuff that my pops had, because he was here last, like his wash machine, his
Mhm.
dryer, his refrigerator, many of the he built the deck out back
Wow.
before he actually passed away, a full deck out there, and he was like, man, yeah, we're gonna have some cookouts out there, we're
Mhm.
gonna put the smoke out there.
Mhm.
And he never got to do that. I came, I took his smoker and the deck, and I'm the one to do the cookouts now. You know what I'm saying? I live out the legacy of
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? And and also have another a family home that my grandmother and grandfather bought. And I have that home also. So I'm, just walking legacy of, what I mean, of people who took care of their paperwork
Right.
correctly,
Right.
and able to still be connected with my people
Mhm.
through, the things that they were able to leave here, for their family. And I want to be the same way. And what you representing today with, talking about life insurance, is talking about what we can do to make sure that we keep our family protected,
Yeah.
even when we no longer are here in the physical presence.
Right.
So yeah, so give us a little background about what you doing here, bro.
Well, yeah. Well, I want to start off by saying, I started, I got into the insurance business, um, 2017, I think. Yeah, about 2017. I was doing quite a few other business, had quite a few other business aspects I was working on, and I'm still working on it. But a friend of mine, she had told me about life insurance, and I said, "Well, life insurance, I don't know about that too much." So she kind of pulled my coat on it, kind of got me involved, and I looked into it. I said, "Wow, this might be something I could sink my teeth into." But when I found out how I can really help people, I said, well, this is what I want to do, because I've always liked to be in the business. If I can help you, I'm gonna help you. If I can't, I'm not gonna mess with you. So if I can help you, I'm gonna do my best to try to help you. So when she introduced me to the life insurance business, got involved with a company, and we traveled all over the country. We was doing this, we was doing it a lot, but we really wasn't doing what I wanted to do. We were doing a lot of running around the country, doing this and doing that, going to seminars and going to conventions and stuff like that. I really wanted to see what I can do to help somebody out of a condition that they couldn't get out of right up on their own. So I partnered with another company that's all they focused on, was trying to be serious about helping people get into a better frame of mind, a better way of thinking, and a better way of living through life insurance. So I got involved. I started writing policies, and I started studying. I really started studying. Because I wanted to find out what makes this thing work.
Right.
How does it
Right.
work?
Mm-hmm.
How can we benefit from it? So we can be the beneficiaries of, like you were saying earlier, about what your parents left you, what your grandparents left you. So just imagine if we can set up some type of establishment where all of us can leave something for our offsprings, or use it now while you living.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's called life insurance. It's not called death insurance.
Right.
It's called life insurance. And it's called life insurance for a reason. It's to serve you while you are living. Life insurance. So this is why
Right.
I got involved. I
Right.
said, I'm going to work with this. And I started finding out what strategy I can use for individuals for whatever reason, whatever financial stability they had, or whatever financial situation they was in. I said, look, I'm not going to give you a cookie cut policy. I'm going to give you a tailor-made policy for you. Now, what I give you, it may not fit the next person. But when I give you something, it's going to be the best that I want for myself. If I'm going to write you a policy, that's the policy I want for myself.
Right.
That's the policy I want for my family. I'm not going to write you something and say, man, you stuck with it, take it or leave it. I work very hard to try to make sure I give my clients the best that I can give them. And I'm a broker. So I shop you around to multiple carriers, and I'm licensed in 9 different states, around the country. So you may have a family member in Missouri or in Texas or Florida, or Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. If I'm licensed there, I can write them a policy. And I'm gonna tell you something, Jabari, and this might be seeming kind of strange. Over 90% of my clients are referrals. Somebody referred me because of what I've done. I didn't really go out and buy ads and look for ads and going after strange people I don't know. Over 90% of my business come from someone who used my services and was very happy to tell somebody else, what I'm able to do and help their family out. So that's basically, if I know I'm in a situation where I'm helping somebody, then hey, let me do the best I can in that. Because just in that right there, just by default, I'm gonna get what I want.
Right.
Yeah, just by default. And even if I ain't trying to get what I want, it's gonna happen anyway because I make sure you get what you need. So that was my purpose of getting into the life insurance business. And I see, especially during COVID, COVID was a very devastating time for the whole world, not just in America.
Right.
World. And a lot of people lost loved ones. I mean, whole families were decimated, man.
Yeah.
Fathers, children's, grandparents, nieces, nephews. I mean, families was and a lot of families are still devastated.
Yeah.
From the loss of their loved ones during the COVID time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, brother, it will never recover. Because they really didn't know. Well, who knew COVID was coming? Nobody.
Exactly.
But the preparation was never there because a lot of times we think like, man, I don't need no life insurance. What ain't life insurance for? But you don't know. You'll actually, if you don't prepare now, you're going to make somebody else feel the brunt of your disappearance or you're leaving later.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
Or like you said earlier, like a man or woman who love their family, they're going to prepare for them.
Right.
They're going to make preparations for their life to be better. I know my parents, and they grew up, had a rough life, but they made sure all 10 of us, I got 10 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
All 10 of us had a better life than they had. Guess what? We want a better life for our children than we had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it trickles down. So, if I can put someone in a position where I can make their life better, automatically it's going to trickle down to their children.
Right.
And their grandchildren. And this is how legacies are made. This is how wealth is built. This is how wealth is distributed through families.
That's right.
A lot of families are wealthy because of what great granddad or great grandma did. You know what I'm saying? And even though they're gone now, I guarantee you, their great grandson or granddaughter know who their great grandfather was. Because they're living off of the wealth that he provided for them
exactly
100 years ago.
Exactly.
And so, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build legacies in families where, we're not going to be here forever, but our legacy goes on. Our lineage goes on. Our family goes on.
That's right.
And through building strong families, we can build strong communities.
Right.
And from strong communities, we can build strong societies. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop right here. This is where it starts. It don't stop.
That's right.
So this is what I'm trying to do. And, it's been pretty successful. I have to admit, it's been pretty successful because, this is my purpose right now.
Right.
So I'm saying, so anybody who, we know people who had been sick. Life insurance is not just only for when you die.
Right.
People say, man, we don't want, like you just said, we don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, man, because it make me feel like I'm getting ready to die. No, you got to look at how you're going to live longer, live better. Because one thing about what we do, we have different kinds of life insurance. We have what you call universal life. We got index universal life. We got term life. We got final expense. So we got different, whatever your situation is, we can provide a service for you, even up to the age like 85. You know what I'm saying? You say, man, I can't get no insurance because I'm 75 years old. Yes, we can. We can find something for you. We can provide insurance for you when you newborn, new babies. And what I've done is I took a little bit of notes. because uh, people that know about business or just about finance, they understand the power of a policy. You know what I'm saying? They understand the power of it. And they learn, they know that if you are able to get this at a very young age, for example, if any of my clients on the line today, if they want to call in, they can. If they want to chime in, they can, or write in or whatever, they can.
Right.
But they know that if I talk to them about getting a policy, and I encourage them to get it while the child is very young, if they got newborns or young baby, because first of all, the premium is not going to change. It's going to stay the same. So if I'm able to get you a policy, just say, for example, you got a newborn baby, 2 months, 3 months old. Okay, good. Okay, we sat down and we put together a plan. We put together a plan for your child. We said, okay, what I'm going to do, what I would like to do, Mr. So-and-so, so-and-so, Miss So-and-so, I would like to put your child on a 20-year pay. So by the time they're 20 years old, the policy is paid up. It lasts to age 120.
Wow.
I said, man, how you do that? You can't work that. I'm not a magician, but I'm saying it's established like that.
Right.
If I can sit down with you, and by the time your child turns 20 years old, you ain't got to make no more premium payments for the policy.
Wow.
Second of all, I can also put in the policy a rider called insurable rider, guaranteed insurable rider. That means that if you want to accelerate that policy for whatever reason, like for example, just say child is 20 years old, he's in college, he's about to get out, we want to accelerate that to pay off part of your college debt. Or take the money out your insurance policy. Don't go with the student loan going broke or paying that high interest on the student loan. Take the money out the insurance policy.
Wow.
All you get is, like, say you're 20 years old, you can accelerate that portion and say, man, now I want to start a business. Well, don't go to the bank and get a loan from the bank. You know what I'm saying? When you got to pay a high interest, take it out your insurance policy, because guess what? You take it out of there, it's tax-free.
Right.
It's tax-free money. So you take it out of there. So, okay, now I start a business. I didn't got out of college or getting out of college. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna get me a wife or get me a husband. I'm going to get married. Okay, I got money for that. Well, I got a business. I'm out of college. I got married. Now, what else I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? The money is available that you don't have to go in debt to do. You see what I'm saying? This country, is built on debt. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you in debt, you stressed. You know what I'm saying? As long as you stress, that puts a strain and a drain on your nervous system.
That's right.
It puts a strain and drain on your circulatory system.
That's
it
right.
puts a strain and drain on all 9 systems. So after a while, you wore out, drained off of just stress. So if I can alleviate that on different levels, well, let me try to step in and see if I can alleviate that. And every family that I've helped, I'm able to do some type of aid and assistance in that field, help to alleviate some of the stress. So I try to put together plans for if you got a child, we can set them up with you pay it off in 20 years. Policy paid for. But the good part about it, bro, guess
crazy.
what? You say the good part about it. The premium never goes up. You can get that plan. I'm just saying hypothetical, because I don't know, everybody's situation is different.
Right.
Just say, for example, I got your newborn baby a plan, I don't know, $15 a month.
Wow.
$20 a month, $25, whatever, somewhere in that range. That price stays the same till they're 20 years old. And when they're 20, you stop paying, it's over with.
Wow, that's crazy.
And you're still going on till the age of 120, and the cash value continues to grow, even though you're not making no more payments.
Right.
The cash component is steady growing. See, your cash component never stops growing. As long as you living to age 120, the cash, that's like money in the bank.
Right.
You're not putting no more money in this bank. You stop paying premium payments, but your cash value is still growing. I don't even know where you're going. I mean, legally, I don't even know how you're going to set up. When you go, where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Legally. So I'm saying that you're 20 years old, no more premiums being paid, but your cash value is still growing. And if you decide to get that rider, they say, well, okay, we want to accelerate that rider, but still you got a cash value, cash component still there waiting on you that you don't even have to touch. So you can say, well, man, I want to have $50,000 by the age of 40 years old. I'm just hypothetically throwing numbers out. Well, I can set you down a policy that can give you or make sure you have $50,000 by this particular age.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? $100,000 by this age, $1,000,000 by this age. It's so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? So many different ways that I can chop this up. To make sure that I'm able to provide for you the best policy that you like. And then a good thing about it is the premium payment can be deferred. You see what I'm saying? For example, life happens.
Right.
Well, I ran across some hard times and I can't pay my insurance. So I said, well, give me a call and I'll put your payments on deferment. You can do that? I said, yes. I'll call the insurance company and say, man, we want to defer this person's payments for 3 months. They go, okay, Mr. Collick, no problem. You ain't got to pay for 3 months. But when you come back paying, you don't owe the 3 months you didn't pay. You pick back up where you left and keep on going.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? You pick up and keep on going. You ain't got to make up them 3 months you didn't pay. Reason being is that your policy grows on a compound interest level.
Right.
So that means it's compounding. This is why, you're able to stop, defer 2-3 months or whatever, and pick back up. I have clients that have done that. Say, okay, can I put off? Yeah, no problem. I got to send money to my daughter in college, and we got to do this. No problem. Just let me know, and I'll put it together for you.
That's right.
Just let me know. These IUL policies, you were able to do that with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's some of the things that I try to do. For individuals.
So, family, I'm just saying, it's all about the past, present, and the future. We look at what our ancestors did in the past. We here in the present, but we connecting with our children and our grandchildren to the future. You know what I mean? This is a relay race. We continue to go. This is a circle of life. And as one brother said, what I'm saying, your mother and father came together, and gave birth to themselves. What I mean? Again, and so you make it even for yourself, that DNA, right. That you come back around, what I mean, or that DNA that lives inside of your seed, So I mean, I love having these conversations because it's like there's this particular strategies that we can actually use to make ourselves better in our community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we talk about what we don't have and things we don't, things we don't have, but a lot of other communities are doing this, and back to myself, like I said, I mean, and that's what really got me motivated about the whole thing. I had life insurance at a younger age, then I let it go. And for years, I had no life insurance. Like I had no life insurance for a long time. Wasn't until my father passed away, when he passed away in 17, when he passed away in 17, that, I actually saw, and I actually had to deal with it, planning my first funeral and, dealing with all those different things. I had to deal with, filing the paperwork and all those different things. That's when I got serious. Because I saw a will, I saw, what it is with life insurance, and I saw how it worked. I actually got to live it, and once you live it, it's different because it's like, wait a minute, oh man, I ain't never said, okay, wow, this is how this works. Yeah. Oh man, he actually really left us some stuff, behind, and some things that we can build off of, right. And then, watching my sister when she passed and, her leaving some things behind for her children. And then once mom left, and, she left things, and planning her funeral and those different things. But then you see, man, our people need to be on top of this stuff. Yeah, mom talked about this stuff even before she passed, because we wanted to do different workshops too. And so I'm really like at this point, I'm living the legacy, so when I get excited about, what I'm excited about, not the fact that we gotta leave this existence, but I'm excited about making a way and for our people, right? For our people in the future. That's what I'm excited about. People don't even know about a lot of these different things that you're talking about. And, so I'm really excited for people to learn, but we got to take care of our families, brother. Yeah. Many of y'all go out and we do different things. Oh yeah, I'm going out, get myself a gun. I got myself a couple guns, blah, 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 blah. I protect my family by any means necessary, whatever, what I'm saying? But are you ready to protect them, beyond just something like a gun, Well, right. Like I said, when you ain't here, no more on this earth,
Right.
are you prepared to take care of your family when you ain't here on this with your presence? So that's what it's all about, bro. So I want to ask you too,
Mm-hmm.
the history of insurance, the history going back in history, and how does it actually? I mean, how did it start? Did it where did it start? Did it start in America? Did it start where did it?
Actually, in America, it started with the Puritans, all the way back. You can actually go all the way back to Christopher Columbus. Basically, it goes all the way back because those slave ships that came over here was insured. And they had insurance on the ships. They had insurance on us. Insurance was set up for. It was set up to cover you. To replace you with money,
Wow.
or put you back, or put your family back, or put your business back in status when the breadwinner wasn't around, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it goes all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So, insurance it's one of the oldest industries in civilization.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of the oldest, in civilization. They got a lot of different industries in civilization, like building and stuff like that. But insurance, so when it was designed, it just morphed and grew into what it is today. You understand what I'm saying? It continued to grow and to grow and to grow and to grow until right now, here we are now. We are seeing what it has established. And the majority of the insurance companies, the ones I deal with, is over 100 years old. The company itself has survived World War One, World War II, all the conflicts, all the what you call the depression, repression, compression, oppression, depression. They just survived all of that. They didn't survive all the natural calamities, the earthquakes, the floods, the tornadoes, the typhoons. They survived all that, and they're still here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Like what's the so far as like coming out of enslavement, 1865 on up, I would see, what I'm saying, in these different communities like North Carolina, Atlanta, what I'm saying, like, all of these black owned life insurance companies that started to come up during that time. And even in barbering, a lot of the barbers, that had barbershops and all would sell life insurance also to their clients. That was like one of the big things that they would do to become rich, because I figured they had these people in their chair and they would get them to get policies and all. Explain to us like the history of these black owned pilots, because you said you in a company that's been for over 100 years. What is it? It was North Carolina Mutual. They had I think it was Atlanta. Was Atlanta Mutual? I mean, but explain to us, the history of.
Well, let me tell you, it was a lot of black owned insurance companies a long time ago, but over through a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of things that happened caused them to go out of business, or to fold up, or a lot of things was working against them.
Yeah.
If you remember, I don't know if you probably too young, but years ago, insurance guy would come around and knock on your door.
Yeah, I remember.
He come around. Oh, you remember that? Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Knock on your door, and he have I don't know if you was your mom had like a little folder that folds like this, but inside the folder had quarters in there. You remember that? Had a little. I can't remember the name because I was young too. But she would put quarters in there. Quarters. Then one was for quarters, one was for dimes, one was for nickels. You know what I'm saying? So we had an insurance man would come around and pick that up. Every month or whatever, he come around and pick that up. And that's how they would get their money. So what happened was all these nickels and dimes that we was giving to this man every month, it accumulated. But when it accumulated, we wasn't even benefiting from that. And we didn't know that majority of policy was sold to black people back in that time was term. We didn't know of whole life, or it was always encouraged not to get whole life, because term is so cheap. But the term is a good policy too if you know how to use it. Is what I'm trying to tell you. But what I'm saying is that when we didn't know no other option, we got the one that was not beneficial completely for us. Because guess what? After the term was over, you were still alive. All that money was gone. And here you are, you paid 30 years or 40 years into something that never benefited you. You know what I'm saying? Who would it benefit? it benefited the man that came around collecting that money every month.
Right.
So when we black folks start set up in insurance companies, we tried to, and some of us did was successful, and some of us weren't. But you know, all businesses wasn't set up in our favor. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
What I'm saying,
Right.
because a lot of our businesses, I mean, through a lot of reasons, through the city, the government, all kinds of ways and means to stop us. And I know my father had a business. My father had like 3 or 4 businesses. He always could never really get it like he wanted to, because there was always something coming up to make sure, you know, it didn't work, even though he struggled real hard to do it. But I'm saying that some people they try very hard, but they just don't cut the mustard. You know what I'm saying? So that happened to us in insurance businesses. That happened to us in real estate business. That happened to us in the automobile businesses. Any industry that we got into, there's a lot of things that was set up to stop that or break that cycle. And this is why today, you look in the black community, how many black businesses do you see in the black community? I took a survey one time. I don't want to divert off my type about
No, that's fine. That's fine, bro. Go ahead. Yeah, lay it out.
I drove from Hilton to Milton. And you know what street I was on?
What's that?
North Avenue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely.
Hilton to Milton on North Avenue. And I looked for the amount of black businesses that was on North Avenue. Black-owned businesses on North Avenue. And I don't even know if I counted 3. The entire North Avenue corridor, I don't even know if I counted 3. You know what I'm saying? So these are some of the things that happen to not only an insurance business, but all other businesses that we would try to establish. It was always something set up to make us fail. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you know, you're in the barbershop business. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I can name people names, but I know a couple barbers right now. Well, some of them passed on, and 2 of them is legends. I don't know if I can say their name or not, but when I give a description, you know what I'm talking about. 2 legends. One was on Fed Street, and one was on York Road, 33rd and York Road. 33rd York Road and.
Are you talking about Harry's Afro Hut?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Because I had a brother, one of the brothers who used to work for him, that had the Nile style barbershop. You know, that actually came from Harry's barbershop. Yeah, definitely. Legend. Yeah, definitely.
Matter of fact, one of the barbers there still cutting my hair. 40 years later, he's still cutting my hair.
Oh, all right.
He's still cutting my hair.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, Mr. Harry was like a master.
Yeah.
And you went to him because you went to school.
Yeah.
You ain't just go there to get your hair cut. You went there because he was schooling you, he was teaching you, he was grooming you. You know what I'm saying? He was doing things to help develop you in the community. But you're not around no more.
Right.
It should be thousands of barbershops around now because of what Mr. Harry did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brother Leroy, right down the street from him, he's still there.
Right.
Still there, still cutting all these years. But I'm saying that these brothers like pioneers in the business. So this is what we need in our community. We need our people to look up and say, man, what can I do to find somebody positive in the neighborhood that I can emulate? You know what I'm saying? So he did that. Now I'm saying, well, look, Supreme Oasis was a pillar. I mean, it was a keystone principle in the West Baltimore area. And they ain't just West Baltimore knew about it. Every hamlet in Baltimore City knew.
Yeah.
Go up there and live in Garrison, you're going to get some good food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You already know. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, times change and things happen and stuff like that. A lot of things change. But just in my aspect, just in me, I want to be able to do what Harry did. You know what I'm saying? I want to do what some of these other legends did so that I can leave a legacy saying, man, I was able to help this person, that person. Just do life insurance. You know what I'm saying? If I can provide something for you that'll help your business with mortgage protection, business protection. You have a business. You know, say, man, I want to be able to do this, do that. I say, let me put a policy together to help your business. Not just your life, but your business. You know what I'm saying? Let me put something together that will help your retirement. You got a 401k. Don't leave it over there so the government can take it. Don't leave it over there so it can lose. You got to pay tax on when you take it. Roll it over and put in your insurance policy. Establish annuity that will pay you for the rest of your life. And how would
Mm,
you like to be in something that will outlive? How would you like to be in an institution where your money outlives you?
mm,
You know
mm.
what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
I mean,
talking about. That's what
you
I'm
in
talking
this
about.
where your money out. You don't care what you do, the money gonna
Right.
still be there, even when you're 99 years old. It's still there waiting on you. So we can set things up like that. So it don't always have to be doom and gloom. You know,
Right.
it can. We can make a way, and we as people, black people, we have always made a way out of nowhere.
That's right. That's
Then
right.
there's nothing that we have not been able to conquer. There's nothing there's nothing that's been able to totally control, even coming through slavery. I mean, 20 years after slavery, we was in Black Wall Street.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I'm talking about with no education,
That's right. That's right.
but we had the skills.
That's right.
Because for the last 200 years, we were building everything else up. We took the skills and built for ourselves.
Let me just say this too, because you got a couple people that's in the chat that's talking. You know what I mean? Brother JT Coins, thanks for your donation.
That's
Bro,
my
yeah,
man.
You say your martial arts brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And Dr. Assam, and I don't know if you know him as that name. Say you and him used to talk about real estate all the time. He said
Yeah.
I used to always talk about real estate. So I just want to let you know a couple brothers in here shouting you out. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
yeah,
he's a good brother. Yeah, we work out. Yes, it's a good brother there.
he said
Matter of fact,
he also did a policy with you also.
sure did. He sure years ago. Yep, he sure did. That's one of my martial art brothers. Yes, he sure did.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know they was in there showing you some love. And so I want to say, family, please subscribe to the page, hit the like button and comment, because when y'all do that, y'all help us get into this algorithm. We growing. The channel is growing. We getting there, and y'all know we're gonna continue to go and flow. So hit that like button, hit the like button. I saw Shannon Sharp today. I was watching this show, and he kept saying it over and over again. So I say, you know what I mean? Like that's the big podcasters, you know what I mean? So I said I need to start saying it just like he did. So hit the like button. Hit the like button. He kept saying it over and over again. So you know what I mean? Go to the page and do that. So look, anybody who wants to come in, we're gonna continue to talk. But if you want to come in, and ask a question, you can actually come in. I'll put the link in the chat and a live chat if you want to come in. I also go to my Facebook page and I'll drop it in there a couple places also, or you can just ask it through the chat. But I prefer that you if you want to ask a question that you could come in. But also, family, if you want to make any donations that you want to make to our channel, you can also do that, through the super chat. So we'll go ahead and we'll run our Cash App across the page in a few minutes. But so if you got any questions, you can actually do that. All right, so let's continue on, brother. I just wanted to get that in and get that out the way. But
Thank you, brother T.
No doubt.
Can I say something, brother?
Yes, sir. There's
one thing I wanted to just kind of speak on a little bit. Some of the options that we have in life insurance that we don't know is we provide like mortgage protection, 401k rollover protection, income protection, annuity contracts, tax-free retirements, educational funding, benefits that you, like I just told you, you can't outlive, executive benefits and estate planning. These are just some of the things that we want to do when we talking about, life insurance. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us don't know about estate planning. We don't know about wills. We don't know about trusts. These things we just don't have knowledge on. And this is an opportunity now for us to get together and learn these things, because our future depends on what we do now is what we're going to be doing later. You understand what I'm saying? Where we're going to be going is where we're going. If we're not going nowhere now, we're not going to go nowhere later. You see what I'm saying? So start planting your feet, start doing things now. Like Brother T, he prepared for his family years ago. He's benefiting from it. I wrote him a policy a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying is that I can, you say, man, well, look, I need something to help my business. I encourage everybody, entrepreneur or businessman or businesswoman, if you have a business, get a key person policy in your business.
What is that called again?
A key person policy.
A key person policy. All right.
Policy. I encourage you. And the reason why I say that, because I will sit down with you and find out the value of your business, the worthiness of your business. And just say, for example, your business is worth $2 million. You know, worth is 2 million, 3 million, or whatever. And you say, well, look, I am the principal of this business. And if I get hurt, go in the hospital, can't work, then how is my business going to continue to operate? But if you have a key person in your business and you put a policy, have that person set up in your business as a key person policy, have a key person policy in your business, that person will get the money from the insurance company to keep you going. You see what I'm saying? Now you're not out of business. Because you put the key person as a key person policy there to help your business stay in effect. It could be your husband, your wife, your child, your niece, your nephew. You know, get a partner and set that up. Your business will go on. You know what I'm saying? Put policies in effect and not just protect your business, protect your home.
Right.
Get a rental protection policy. You ain't never heard of that.
Nah.
Get a mortgage protection policy. A lot of people never heard of that. See, these are the type of policies that I can sit down with you. And, you know, a lot of times I like to do this, audience, please pay good attention. I like to do policy analysis. Reason being is that sometimes, listen to me carefully, some agents, and I'm not throwing shade on nobody, don't really understand and study the industry. And a lot of times, some agents will write you a policy because they see a certain commission coming off the policy. Honestly, I'm just telling you how it is. I don't do policies like that. I write a policy that I can make sure that my client is going to get the best of the best out of the policy, because I'm not worried about a commission. Commission going to come because of the work that you do. You don't have to say, man, I'm going to milk this person so I can get rich, but that person down the end is going to suffer. No, I love doing policy analysis where I can sit down with you. I'll read what you have, and I'll just go through it bit by bit. But, you know, fine tooth comb and a magnifying glass said, you don't need that, you don't need this, you do need this, you do need that. Let's fix that. Because in the long run, you want to see your family benefit. You know what I'm saying? So sit down with me. And my number is 443-467-8005. Call me up. Sit down with me. Let me do a policy analysis with you. My email.
What's the number again? 443 what?
443-467-8005. You know, my email is ibn at lawsagency.com. That's ibn at LAWSANGECY agency ENGCY.com. So that's me. My website is www.lawsagency.com. So my website, my email address, my name, my phone number. I will sit down with you.
Actually, can type that in the chat over here if you see over. You know, you see the chat over. Can you?
I see. I got it.
Yeah, type that into the chat. I actually put your number in, but you can type it in the yeah.
Yeah, so this, and if anybody on a call, please call. I think I might have frozen. But if you want to call call me up. I might that you might be thinking about. You may need an answer to. Just call me.
Now,
I'm call.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's the current state of our community as it comes to life insurance and all? You know what I mean? Like, what's the statistics of, you know what I'm saying, in our community of, I guess, do you know this information of people who really have life insurance, or the statistics of people who don't have life insurance? Like, you know, is it like 30%? Is it like, you know what I'm saying, that don't have? Or is it like, you know, what does that look like?
Well, I don't have the current statistics because I looked it up a little while ago. I haven't looked into it currently, but what I have discovered and what I have learned and found out is that a lot of Black people, a lot of us do have life insurance. A lot of us do, and a lot of us are getting life insurance mainly because of circumstances what had happened. But prior to COVID, a lot of us didn't have life insurance. A A lot of us, and some of us are getting it now because of what had happened. But
Right.
statistically wise, we are very low on the totem pole of being covered with life insurance. I've done many people who, matter of fact, recently, a friend of mine passed away. You know what I'm saying? No insurance. Now, you know the next thing we got to do? Go
Go for
fund me.
me.
Go fund me. Have a bake sale to church. Have a fish fry. Do a car wash. Try to collect donations. When these things could have been prevented for just maybe pennies on a dollar. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times we only see what's directly in front of us. We don't see what's beyond that. So I don't see no need for no life insurance. I'm gonna die 100 years from now or whatever. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But one thing about this, for example, if you passed away today, just say, for example, you got a life insurance today, and it's been ratified, and it's been, appointed, and you are definitely, you have a policy is ratified, and this is $1 million, and you die tomorrow. You just got today. Everything is good. Everything is set. $1 million policy. You die tomorrow. The insurance company is going to look at that policy. They're going to do. It's going to be in the contestability clause. They're going to look through that thing with a fine tooth comb to find any reason to find out what happened in them 2 years. It's contestable in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in that policy could have been wrong. If they don't find nothing in that policy, your family gets that $1 million. You only had the policy for 1 day.
Right. Right. Right.
But I'm just trying to show. I mean, I'm not really trying to push the fact about dying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you that, look, you don't know when. You don't know when. Nobody knows when.
Right.
But you can get something to protect your family now. So when happens, they are prepared, or at least somewhat set up.
Wow.
Statistic wise, to answer that question, I don't know the exact facts on that. I need to go back and study some more. But we are very, very low, compared to other nationalities and other groups around the country, because they see not only they see the benefit of you getting when you die, they use it for leverage. I read an article years ago. This guy, Mitt Romney, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
You know how he funded his insurance? Know how he funded his campaign? It was insurance.
Wow.
It was insurance policy. Now, them campaigns cost millions and millions of dollars. So I'm saying that if you can do that as a politician, what can you do as an average man and woman who not in politics? What can you do as a businessman or woman just in business? You know what I'm saying? So I just want to share this information because I think it's vital.
Yeah.
And if we don't do it when we have an opportunity to do it, we're going to wish we had it when we had the opportunity.
Now, I just want to say, while we talking, you know what I mean, because you're gonna be, definitely a regular guest on the show. Mm-hmm. But we do have a workshop that we're gonna have coming up. We're gonna have a workshop coming up. I think we said Saturday, June the 1st. Mm-hmm. That we're gonna have that workshop, and we're gonna have brother Ibn there. You know what I'm saying, and sister Pennington will be there also, be joining us, at that workshop. And there, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be there, going a little bit deeper, going into different policies and all, and then you'll be able to have access to them so that you can be able to start working on your policy, or your trust, whatever it is that you may do, because we really taking this serious, man. We talking about generational wealth, we talking about legacy here. That's what we're talking about. So we got to get really, really strong. So we're going to be putting out the information. We'll be sending out to our email and your email so people can come out so that we can get really serious about this, about protecting our family. Now, tell us about the insurance that because, man, you talk about so many insurances that, I had no clue about, a lot of these different things. But I work in the barbering industry, and people that work in the barbering industry like me, if you was to get hurt, and like you said, have a heart attack or stroke or something like that, you said that there's a policy that you can have even while you're living, that you can, can you explain that?
Yes, that's a good question. It's called living benefits.
Living
Okay.
benefits.
Yes. The living benefits component is that you got Aflac. You got life insurance policy, or you got insurance alone, or you just don't have insurance. You just go out and buy Aflac. People, because I had Aflac when I got operation, years ago. So I wasn't working. I had to get some extra money. So Aflac kicked in. Well, the insurance that I sell, it has like an Aflac component already built in the policy. It's called living benefits.
Wow.
So what that consists of is like terminal illness, chronic illness, critical illness, critical injury. All these components are built into the policy. So, for example, just say I can't do two of my daily activities: continence, bathing, dressing, eating, toileting, transferring. I just can't do two of those. I qualify for a chronic illness on my living benefits. Just two. I ain't say four. I ain't say all six. I said just two of them.
Right.
I qualify to put in a claim for living benefits to pay me. Okay. Just say, for example, that's my chronic illness. What about what about critical illness? Critical illness would be like a heart attack, major organ transplant, blindness, cancer. Now that's a serious. Critical illness is serious. A lot of us. I mean, anybody on the call know anybody had cancer? Everybody raise their hand. Anybody know anybody had a stroke? Or now they've started adding Alzheimer's and dementia into the part of the policy. So a lot of our people suffer from Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yeah, they do.
And yes, so I'm saying that these things are automatically built into the policy now. So when the living benefit that you need to help you out, you go in and accelerate that, and you get money for that. You fall down, break your arm, now you can't work because your arm is broken, but now you need the money. Well, if that's part of your living benefits, you in the kitchen cooking. And I'm a cook. I cook for people for many, many years, right? Now I'm in the kitchen cooking and hot grease burn on me. Now I'm 30-degree burn, I can't work. Well, I'll go and accelerate that part of my policy, and now I'll get paid for that. That's not health insurance. Right. That's built in the policy called living benefits. You understand what I'm saying? So those are some of the components that's automatically built in. You ain't got to pay extra for that. That's part of the policy that's built in. Now you got that's critical injury. You go blind, you got a coma, you got a traumatic brain injury.
Wow.
A lot of us get a car accident, traumatic brain injury. You understand what I'm saying? And in the hood, brothers get shot.
Yeah.
You get shot in the head, traumatic brain injury. You know what I'm saying? So these things I'm saying that happen. So, it's better to prepare yourself than not to be prepared. A pre-warned man is a prepared man. You know what I'm saying? So living benefits is something that's built into the policies that I sell. You know what I'm saying? That'll help you in situations like that. So this is one of the reasons why, I want to be able to show these things to our people. Is that a question?
Yeah, that's a question. Somebody.
Can you explain?
Coco.
Convert Coco. Want me to answer that question?
Yeah. You got to answer. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much, Coco, for answering that question. That's a good question. Easily answered once properly understood.
Yeah.
Okay, so the benefits of a term policy is the term policy. The premium is a lot less than an IUL policy. The reason why it's a lot less because it don't have a cash component to it. There's no cash value to it. So that would be the benefit of a term policy. Now the benefit of converting a term policy, that's even better. Because just for example, matter of fact, I'm in the process of doing one right now for one of my clients. Is that look, and I'm telling people, say, look, if you can, let me give you a quote on $1 million term policy. They go, what, man? I can't pay. That's gonna cost me $300, $400, $500. It's not. Let me sit down with you and see if the reason why I say that, because 20 years from now, $1 million ain't gonna be worth $1 million ain't gonna be worth 20 years ahead of time than what it is now. See what I'm saying? The value is not going to be as it is 20 years from now. So I'm saying that if I give you a policy worth $1 million, So that $1 million ain't gonna be worth $1 million 20 years from now. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So get it now. So at least it may be worth, I don't know, 700,000, 800,000. You see what I'm saying? I'm just hypothetically speaking. So I say, if I can put you in a term policy, especially if you at 18 years or older, start you off with a term policy and have a 20-year pay on that, and get you an IUL, Index Universal Life. I get you a small one. It ain't gotta be a big one. I'll get something small that you can, just comparable for your budget. Right. But like I said, I'll tailor make it to what you can do. I don't force nothing down nobody's throat. I say, man, can you handle this? Are you sure? Let's go over this again and again to make sure. And then once you sure you can do this, and you have proven to me that you can handle it, and put the term in it also. So I'm able to, if any of my clients on here can call in, some of my clients I was able to give a policy for over $1 million, an IUL and a term for less than $100. And if you're on this call, if you're my client, please verify that. I was able to give my clients over $1 million policy and an IUL policy for less than $100 a month. Now,
John, the reason still in the building?
The reason why, am I still in the building?
No. I asked Brother Johnson, was he still in the building? I know he said he got a policy from you. He was saying
he did. Yeah, he did. So what I'm saying that the benefit of converting that term is because you're going to convert periodically that $1 million into your IUL over a 20-year time span. Within that 20-year time span, as you decrease your term policy, you increase your IUL policy. That means that your cash value will continue to grow. It's already growing on the compound anyway. But every time you convert more money over into your IUL policy from your term, because you want all that money to be out of there within 20 years. If you got a 20-year term, you want all that money gone into your IUL by the time that policy ends. Because if you don't, they're going to want you to renew your policy. And just say, for example, your term policies cost you $50 a month. Okay, hypothetically, $50 a month. But now you get to your 20th year and you didn't convert all the money over, but you still got the policy left. They're going to say, okay, Jabari, you want to keep this policy going? Yeah, I'll keep it. Now your policy is $400 a month. Hey, man, how did it jump from 50 to 400?
Right.
Because you didn't convert all the money over and then you let it go. You know what I'm saying? So it jumps drastically. So I tell people, you don't need that term policy after you done converted all the money over into your IUL policy. Because, for example, now you maybe got $1.5 million or $1.5 million or $1.1 million, whatever, in that IUL. You straight. Because your policy now has a cash value in it that then grown over the 20-year time, and your death benefit is over $1 million. So you can go in there, you can take out part of that cash out of there that you can put in there over the accumulation years for whatever you want to do yourself. And if you die, your family gets $1 million in plus. I mean, your family gets that plus. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that, Coco, did I ask you a question? I hope I asked it correctly. That's the benefits of converting that cash out of your term policy into your IUL policy, is because the cash value is great in the conversion, or if you pass away, all that wealth goes over to your family.
No doubt. Anybody? Yeah, she said yes. Thank you. You did answer a question. Anybody else that wanna call us to join? The sister was in the actual chat. She had been there from the beginning. Are you still here? Uh-oh, look like you might have froze up.
I think I froze. I'm still here, but I think my mic might have froze a little bit.
Oh, okay. yeah. But anybody have any questions again?
I might have froze, but I'm still here though.
Okay. Hopefully.
But this is you're welcome. She said thank you. Say you're welcome.
Yeah.
So this is a very important topic that we're talking to this afternoon, and I wish I can just extend this to, like you said, you want to have seminars and workshops and things like this, and I would be able to come out and demonstrate these some of these things to our
Yeah,
people, because I'm saying, let's not sleep on this. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? We don't know when the next pandemic gonna come.
that's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
We don't know. It could be one right around the corner.
Right. It
And
ain't gotta be a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? It's just regular regular
regular,
everyday, you
regular
slip
life.
slip on a rock and bump your head on the pillow and on the and next thing
Sure.
it's it's something that's real serious. But
Yeah.
man, look, we all want to live forever, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, this is the circle of life, but it's some strategies that can be used to make sure that we are okay. If you're dealing with a brother like Eben, you know what I mean. He will make things a lot easier for you, a lot more stress free. So that's why we're gonna have this workshop, and we want y'all to tell everybody when we do this workshop, man. We're gonna put, like I said, we're gonna have the flyers out, and you be able to come out and have some intimate time talking. He gonna lay it out. He gonna lay it all out so you can actually see what it is, see what it is that you may need, see what may help you and your family to be able to be in a good space. So that's why I'm excited when I talk about this stuff, like I said, because I take my life experiences, and when I knew it was time for me to get on point and get my stuff on board, when I saw that, man, my father actually left, you know what I mean, like he took care of business, you know what I mean, right, a week after the funeral, I got life insurance at that time. So, you know what I mean? I wasn't joking no more. I was like, man, I gotta make this happen. I gotta make sure that I protect my family the way that my father did his family, in the way now that my parents both protected me. So we gotta make sure that we got that done. I don't know if are you still here? I think he might have froze. I think he might have froze all the way up on that one, but we'll see if he can if he gonna come back in, click back in. But family, yeah. So we hope that you got some information from this. We're gonna continue to do this. Oftentimes, I'm sorry, like I ask people, hey, look, you know what I mean, you got life insurance? They like, yeah, once I get this straight, then I'm gonna do that. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Once you do what? Because you got your plan, and the creator has his or her plan. So just make sure that you do the best that you can to this is the brother calling for something. Let me see. Hello. I don't know. You try to click the link and come back in. Yeah, I don't know. Just try to click the link again and try to come back in. Right. Try to just click the link again and you should be able to come back in. I mean, it could, I mean, like I said, I don't think it's from my, and it could be something from your signal or something. Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, like I said, just click the link again. You should be able to get back in. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm here. Just. Oh, okay. Where you at? Are you home or? Okay. 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 Yeah, I don't see you. I ain't see you pop up in there yet. Yeah, I see you coming. Yep, I got you. All right. All right, family.
We back.
We back. We back. We back.
Difficulties. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. What I mean, it happens. It happens from time to time. But yeah. You can continue, bro. You was about to get into something a little bit deeper. You said.
Yeah. I want to talk about be your own banker. Be your own banker. Now, how many people want to be their own banker? I'm quite sure everybody want to be their own banker some kind of way. How would you like to be able to have money that you need for yourself and your family that you ain't got to go to the bank to borrow?
Mm.
I can set a policy up for you like that, and also I can set up one for you called where you can pay your bills a year ahead of time. Now, I know that sounds really bizarre. Man, how am I going to pay my mortgage, my car note, my insurance, all my bills a year ahead of time? I can set up a policy to set it up like that for you. That we can put your mortgage, we can put your car note, we can put your bills in your policy and have it set up where you can pay your bills through your insurance company.
That's crazy.
Probably, man, I never heard nothing like that.
Yeah.
You sit down with me, I can sit down and put a program together that, and I've got some clients that have already done that.
That's crazy.
We sat down, we put it together, and they wanted to pay. They wanted to pay. And one of the benefits of doing this, check this out. You pay your mortgage monthly anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have a roof over here, right?
Yep.
You can pay your car note, right? Because you want an automobile to drive, right? You're going to pay your utilities because you want to have your lights, your water running. You're going to pay that regardless. You know what I'm saying? So these essential things that you want to pay for anyway, put the money in your insurance policy. And the reason why, because once you put it in there first, you grow interest on your money. When you put it, if you take your money and put it in the bank and pay your mortgage with it, how much interest have you grown? How much money grew on your money sitting in the bank? 0.1%, 0.2%, if that per year.
Right.
But I'm saying that if I can sit down with you and I say, Jabari, look, how much is your mortgage for a whole year? And you say, I don't know. You throw a figure out to me. And I sit down with you and I set the table. Insurance company every month. Do that or share that with you. We'll set the plan in effect. When the plan go into effect, as you pull the money out of your insurance company to pay your mortgage, since you already had in your insurance policy, and the insurance policy is growing, it's paying 4, 5, 6, up to 8% interest on your money. You're not going to go to a bank, not in America, and get 8% on your money.
Right.
So I'm saying there's some insurance company that could be paying anywhere between 4 to 8% on your money. You put it in there. At the end of the year, how much money did you accumulate in interest on that same money that you was going to pay the mortgage company? Now, just imagine you did it with your car note, your mortgage, and utilities. So I sat down with a client. She was in South Carolina, and I explained to her how it works. We sat down, we took our time, we went over it, we set it up. She pays her bills through her mortgage company. So at the end of the year, her interest that she have accrued is now sitting in her insurance policy growing compound.
Wow.
It's growing compound.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just growing like this, it's growing like this. Because she took that same money that she's going to pay her mortgage with and filtered it through the insurance company and took the check out of the insurance company and paid the mortgage. Drew the interest off and left the interest over there.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These things, a lot of these things are not being educated. I think this information should be taught in middle school, it should be taught in high school, it should be taught in college. What I'm sharing with people today should be taught on a primary educational level. It's not high science.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be taught. I mean, children should know this.
Yeah, they should.
Children, I mean, 9, 10 years old, should be sitting down at the table at a financial meeting and teach your children how to establish their life financially while they're young.
It should be part of a rites of passage, yeah.
Exactly. They don't have to be stuck on stupid all their life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out, I got to hustle to get a job. Man, look, establish these things now. I'm not saying something wrong with getting a job, but it's not. But I'm saying that plan your life so you can have a life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Don't just go through life winging it.
That's right.
Don't go through life barely making it. You ain't just here to exist.
That's right.
You're here to thrive. You're here to succeed.
That's right.
You're not here just to barely make it every day through life and don't know how your next meal gonna come and don't know when. No. We supposed to be thriving and succeeding.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But that only comes from preparation and planning. You see what I'm saying? If you fail to plan, you ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
That's right.
So I'm saying like this, use these opportunities. Bring your children to these classes to these seminars. I know, Jabari, you're gonna have the classes. I will come out. I will bring some of my business partners, my colleagues. We will come out. You're gonna have a young lady on talking about wills, trust. This type of information is vital in our community. You're not
Definitely.
going to
Definitely vital to our community. Definitely. Still having a little problems with pausing a little bit in and out. But
right. Teach this to your children. Teach this information to your children. You know what I'm saying?
that's right.
It's all about them. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you prepare, because guess what? They're gonna stand on your shoulders. But if you don't give them a shoulder to stand on, they're gonna be in a worse position than they are in now. Because
That's
they don't
right.
have nothing to stand on.
That's
So
right.
what we want to do is build a legacy, not just in the family, build a legacy in the community.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Build a legacy in our environment where we live. So we can go to your barbershop and sit down and learn about this, what we're talking about here. We can go to so and so's store or whatever and learn about this, and then have an institution set up to continue to teach this. This stuff that I'm talking about now should be taught on a regular. It should be a curriculum,
Yeah. And we got to make it that. We got
right?
to make it. We got to make it that with our manhood and even women. Women training
Right.
classes that we teach, like you said, with the young people. And we also got to teach it down, to a lot of the older people, because a lot of the older people got a lot of jokes too. Like, man, don't worry about me. When I go, just throw me in a box somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, really? Oh, you think it's just that simple, huh? To just throw you in a box, and you ain't leave nothing behind, for your people and for your legacy. So, nah, man, this got to be taught. This has to be taught. And like I said, I've been teaching this. I'm telling you, since when I saw, what I mean, like, from when my father passed, I've been on this right here. And I said, I know one part of my mission is going to be to help get people, because I was even going to, I even wanted to, get to the point, of actually providing the service and actually selling. But, I realized that I had way too much going on. So, my thing is to link in with people like yourself and people that's actually doing the stuff. But part of my mission is to make sure that, because we can come up with strategies with all kinds of stuff, like what you're doing now, rather, political strategies, all kinds of strategies. It's a lot of money that we don't know about. It's a lot of programming and stuff that you're talking about that we just don't have access to. Well, we got access to because we got people like you. But now we have to open up our minds so that we can be able to get the information. People have been so close to a lot of this stuff because they
Mhm.
just scared to talk about it. But talk about it because, like you said, this make it so you able to live. You know what I'm saying? If you do this thing right, you able to pull money out. You able to do certain things. You able to make stuff happen. You able to protect. I mean, it's so many great things. Like you said, with life insurance and all,
Right.
that you can live from. And that what I mean, like and that your family can live from, and it's just so many great benefits, so many great things that can just come out of this. So, family, listen to me. We do have the workshop that's coming up. We will be putting out the flyers for this workshop. If you I think you put the comments into the private chat. I think you put your information into the private chat.
Oh, I did.
There's
Okay.
a private chat and then there's
Okay.
a regular chat. Yeah.
Let me
So
see what I got.
anybody who want
Oh, I
to,
didn't see this one over here. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
yeah, put it into your
Sorry
information
about that.
there.
Yeah.
Um
Oh man, I'm in the wrong chat. See, I don't know everything.
oh, no, hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Everything. Okay.
Everybody got their specialty and all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um
I'm gonna jump right over here with everybody.
yeah. Put that information in there, family.
Yeah.
And you can contact me, if you need to contact Reality Speaks. You can contact us, contact the Reality Speaks Media, and Survivors Nation at gmail.com. You can see that going across the screen. So you can always email us if you need to get us information by chance. And inquire about the upcoming workshop that we have coming up so that you can make sure, even if you write, come over and send a younger person over and make sure that they get their stuff right. Because this is about community building. Not, we got many shows and different things that we doing, but some of this stuff is just straight up community building right here. This is community building, community preparedness, being prepared for whatever in our community. So that's what this is all about. That's why we do what we do. You know what I mean? This is a labor of love, but it's making sure this ain't just about having a life insurance salesman here to sell you life insurance, of that nature. This brother has been a part of, different movements. This brother has been a part of our community, doing work in our community. I've been doing work in the community. So when we come to you, with that spirit of love and that spirit of making things happen, in our community. So I urge everyone, as you listening and you just on a bubble, like, yeah, but I'm still gonna take care of that at another time. If you hear this, you were meant to hear this. And if you ain't got some of your stuff right, I mean, you can't get everything right. I mean, you sometimes it gotta be piece by piece. You know what I mean? I don't have all my stuff laid the way I want everything laid right now, but I do have my foot in the door with a couple different things, you know what I mean? With, having a trust and, what I'm saying, having life insurance. I know I need to do better with some of that, So, yeah. So, yeah, family. So is it anything that you wanted to end off with, Brother Eben?
I am trying to put my information in the chat, but for
Oh,
some
you
reason
can't get it in there?
I can't get it in. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm not doing it correctly, you know. And I
So
see that I've seen. See, if I'd have known that I was on this particular chat, I'd have been, you know.
yeah, no,
Chat,
it's
I didn't
don't
know.
worry, because anybody who need to who want to get out, I mean, they know our information. So anybody who want to reach out, who can't get the information, we uh we did put his phone number in the chat.
Yeah.
But if you could, you can reach out to us at, Survivors Nation. That's SOLVIVAZ Nation at gmail.com. You can reach out to us and we can get you his information so that you can start to get lined up and get yourself, you can use that email address to send us your email if you want to get on the email list, so you'll know exactly about the program that's going on, that we're going to be doing Saturday, June the 1st, 1 to 4, and it's going to be at TNAT on Harford Road. So we'll give out all that information. So, urge others to come and, let's make it happen. Anything else that you wanted to share with the family, brother?
Yeah, I'm looking at a couple. I'd see if I'd have known this was on here, but those ones I'm not able to type my name and my phone number in here. But if you
Okay.
can write my number down and give me a call, my number is 443-467-8005. Um, I will be more than happy to accommodate your, whatever insurance questions you may have. Or, you can email me at ibn@lawsagency.com. It's IBN at LAWSAGENCY.com. That's my email address. I'll say a little slower. IBN at LAWSAGENCY.com. And email me your questions or comments, or call me. Or you can go to my website and take a look at some of the things that we have done and we're doing. It's www.lawsagency.com. LAWSAGENCY.com. Again, my phone number is 443-467-8005. And, no question. If you can ask me a question that I cannot answer, I have a whole team of wise people around me who can just, like, look, man, we can work this out with you. We can help you. Because I don't know all the answers, but I will get you an answer if I'm unable to answer your question at that particular time. I've just there's some other things I wanted to say, but we can save it for if we run short on time, then we can pick up on the next podcast.
Now go ahead. I mean, if you want to say, go ahead and say what you want to say.
It was a few things I want to talk about. I did mention about the did I mention about the $1 million baby plan? I talked about that. I talked about the cash value. I talked about the mortgage protection plan. So we can put you in a plan that your house be paid off in event that you pass away or whatever, or you can have it structured where your house can be paid off before you pass away. I always also explain to you that you can pay your bills through your insurance policy. You can structure a plan like that, and you can have it set up where your children's college tuition can be paid. It's so many different ways that you can plant the seed. And I say to people, are you going to plant me or are you going to bury me? Which one you going to do? They both look the same, Are you
Right.
going to plant me or you going to bury me? I'd rather you plant me. Because when you plant me, I'm going to grow back. And not only am I going to grow back, I'm going to grow back with some fruit that you can grow from, that you can nourish from. You know what I'm saying? But if you bury me, I ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
You're
Right.
going to plant me, but you're going to bury me. I'd rather you plant me. So let me plant some seeds in your mind about this opportunity so it can grow in your mind and it can flourish through your family. You understand what I'm saying? So you can benefit from this. So this is an opportunity that I am happy to share with my listening audience to please spread the good news. For all your friends, all your family, let them know the next time that we'll be on the podcast. And please, if you got questions, if you weren't able to think of it now, jot them down, have them ready. So when I come back, I'll be able to sit down with you. Or, like I said, you can call me one on one. And my office is located out in Silver Springs, but we can do just like we're doing right now. We ain't got to go all the way out there. We can do it right here on the Zoom or podcast or whatever. Or pick up the phone and let's work it out. And I'm accessible. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't a ghost. You ain't got to look out in space for me. I'm 10 digits away. You know what I'm saying? Email, text, or whatever. I'm here to try to work with you. And I appreciate those, individuals who chimed in, who spoke in and called in. I'm sorry I'm not getting a chance to read all the messages, but I appreciate, all the people who have called in, chimed in, or spoke, on this podcast, because it's a blessing to know that this message is going across. This message, and you are being a provider for this information to be put out, Brother Jabari. You being a provider, you stepping up to putting your big daddy pants on, and you standing up like a man and representing like you've always done. You know what I'm saying? Like you've always done, and I appreciate that, and I have great regards and great respect for the stance that you taken in the Black community to helping out people. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that know you, man, I've been knowing you for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
You always had the greatest level of respect for you.
Yeah.
Never saw you no less than what I see you now.
Nah, I definitely appreciate that. It's been definitely been 29 years that we've been doing this, doing this labor of love. And I was able to clip and put your information in the chat chat over here. Yeah, I was able to put it in there. Good. So so man, we really appreciate you for coming out. Thank you for coming out. And like I said, we're gonna continue to do it, building up to the workshop that we have coming up. So we'll continue to have you on to be a guest, with us. And I just got one more request, bro.
I already know.
Yeah, that's right. Bring Supremo Aces back. Bring the Aces back some kind of way, bro.
I already know. Hey, what? I quiet is kept. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to spill the beans, but I've been having my eyes on a couple other locations. Because I can't go nowhere. I don't care if I'm in DC, Philly, Jersey, New York. Man, I could be in Atlanta, man. If you bump into me, man, you know what they're gonna ask me. I've been down the East Coast, but I was in Florida, down in not Tallahassee, but Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
Fort Lauderdale. I was down Stone Mountain, Georgia. Stone Mountain on the Indian reservation. How come somebody know me for all the way on Stone Mountain to Georgia? Because this store was well renowned, well respected, well known, and they miss it. People miss it.
Yeah, people miss it, man. That's all people talk about. You know what I mean? Man, remember Supreme Oasis? That's all we talk about. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we love you, bro, and thanks for joining us here today. And like I said, we'll continue to bring you on board, and we really appreciate the information you shared with us today.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, the podcast, this audience. I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon, Jabari, and peace out.
All right, peace.